Hi, I'm Sean Smith. That makes this Sean Smith Photos, where I edit street photography and occasional travel photos with On1 Photo Raw. All right, so today I went out for a photo walk and got back a little earlier than expected, so I'm able to edit today. And I chose the shots that I chose are not really street photography, but I did take a few shots with some boring skies, and I thought I would take this opportunity to really dive into the new On1 Photo Raw 2023 sky replacement. As such, I've selected 5 photos that I took, and I processed them all in the develop module with just some basic edits to pull them in. So I've got this one with a bunch of birds that I took actually last week against this plain boring sky. And if I hit the backslash key, we can see that's what it was out of the camera. I just processed it a little bit, maybe a little heavy on the saturation. Then we've got this shot of the CN Tower from Spadina. And, you know, those birds over here, these are the same birds because I shot them along Spadina last week, and they were doing this crazy thing, just making this giant circle, landing on a building. About a minute later, they'd fly off and circle, and they were doing that again today. In any case, so they're there in the sky. There's this sun flare or sunbeam coming down. It's all baked right into the shot. And again, camera raw. It's a little bit flat and boring. I just kind of cleaned it up. Same area. We got some sun flare coming in. Before, after, real minor edits. And then I was walking south on Spadina, and I noticed this building with this really cool light reflecting off the building on the other side of the street with this big tag, "Act Like You Know It." And so I had to switch to my fisheye lens to get this because I couldn't fit the whole building in with my regular lens. I did take a couple of shots where I planned to stitch it. But, you know, I've got this building here. It's fisheyed, and I want to change the sky. We'll see how the sky looks with a fisheye lens. Does it fit? Is it possible to make it match? I don't know. And then there's this last shot where I'm on I'm on Queen Street West and Queen and University, and the divider has this kind of fountain with a monolith and a statue, and I took a shot of this, and here's the before. It's very underexposed. But what I wanted to do with this one is test the reflections, because apparently On1 Photo Raw 2023 sky replacement, there's an option to include reflections, and we can see that this water pool here is reflecting the white building, and we'll see how it works with the skies. So I don't need to spend a lot of time processing. We're just going to dive right into sky replacement. So let's go back to the first shot. And I haven't tested this at all. I don't know how well it's going to work. One thing I don't like about this shot is this wire here, and I may spend a little time post-video, removing it, but we're going to focus on the sky. So I'm going to go to Sky tab. And we're here, and it's already created the mask. Let's view the mask. Let's see how that looks. Seems like it's protected a lot of the birds. And what kind of sky do we want? Maybe a storm? Oh, actually the spring sky, well, it doesn't match the scene. The birds really pop out. Like, that is just amazing. I'm going to go into storm and see what the options are. Lots of drama with those birds flying up. Oh, I kind of like that. Although the lighting doesn't really match, I'd probably need to do a lot with the buildings below. Yeah, see, this sky, I like that because it matches the lighting. We've got a lot of gray in the sky, but it's brighter, the birds contrast better. I'm gonna go with that. And we'll just, yeah, like this versus that. And just one click, that is absolutely stunning and amazing. All right, so let's see what we can do down. I'm going to go to the very bottom here, and we've got a lighting option. Turn that on and off. That's on. That's off. I kind of like what that's doing when it's off. Or I guess I don't like what it's doing when it's on. If I turn it on, this gets a little bit darker and the birds are darker, but if I turn it off, the birds seem to contrast a little bit better. I like that. Okay, we're gonna turn that off. Let's try the brightness slider. I'm gonna jack it all the way up, jack it all the way down, reset it by double clicking. I'm gonna actually increase the brightness slider a little bit. Let's check the dehaze. Add back some haze. Yeah, actually I'm going to add back a little bit of haze, which reduces some of the definition in the clouds, but I think it matches the scene a little bit better. So yeah, look at that. In about a minute, I went from this to that, just a few clicks. Absolutely amazing. And I do want to get rid of this wire, but I'm going to do that outside of the video. I'm going to try it. I don't know how easy it will be. I'm a little concerned about if we zoom in here, how I'm going to get rid of it around the birds. It bisects a number of these birds, and I'm just concerned that it'll ruin the photo trying to do that. But you know, I'll come and check it out later. All right, so let's pop into here, and we've got birds again. And let's hit the sky tab. And which sky? Let's night, clouds, spring, storm, sunset. Now, let's go with dramatic. All right, let's see if we can find something in the dramatic category that I like. All right, so I like this cloud. I don't think it matches the scene. And probably need to clean up the mask a little bit because the CN Tower is hiding, as is the crane on the building to the right. Let's see about this one here. Wow, that is some cloud. Let's try this one and open up the mask, view the mask. Yeah, it's really soft around here, but maybe let's reduce the density of the mask. No, not the density. We want, yeah, okay, anyways, I'm not going to go with this one. Hide the mask. Let's choose a different category. Let's choose clouds. Oops, hide the mask. Choose clouds. Come on, switch. Okay, so we're going to need to do some work on the mask. That's very obvious from looking at this. Come on, switch. Okay, I kind of like this guy for this shot. A little bit concerned about haloing in around the birds. So that's cloud 36. I don't like that one. It's too cloudy. Okay, so cloud 36 seemed okay, and let's go check what's in OcuDrone. OcuDrone is there's I think it's 125 new skies supplied by OcuDrone built into On1. So we've got different categories inside of OcuDrone. Let's look at blustery blue or OcuDrone majestic blue. Yeah, majestic blue. Okay. I know I'm spending way too much time choosing the photo. All right, let's go with this one. Okay, I'm going to use this one, and we'll turn this on and off. And let's view the mask. And we'll fit it in here. You know what? I'm going to use the brush and I'm going to paint out at opacity 100% because I think this is actually a little bit, we use perfect brush. I don't think it's actually masking it 100%. Maybe it is. Let's turn this off. You know what? That blue tint that I'm seeing there, it's actually in the original photo. That is interesting. All right, so maybe we can fix that with a different filter, but let's fit this in. Yeah, You know what? Maybe I'm not going to switch this sky. I mean, it does it nicely, but the CN Tower seems to hide. Maybe let's find one with more clouds. Marshmallow clouds. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm adjusting the opacity. I'll bring this in. Yeah, like that. I'm going to pull back on that opacity just a bit. Add some definition to the CN Tower. And brightness. We'll put back on the brightness just a titch, just 2. Let's turn off the lighting. Okay, lighting on, lighting off, lighting on, lighting off. Yeah, I want the lighting off. All right, so that is a really quick sky, and we've you know, let's do one more thing here, and no. Yeah, okay, so we're just focusing on skies and how that works. Let's take a look at this shot here. All right, so same thing, we got the CN Tower. I mean, I do like the sun flare, so I might come back and add a sun flare back into it, but just not as strong. So let's go with OcuDrone again, and majestic blue. Yeah, I think this is looking good. Look at that. This is so easy. There we go. Yeah, I like this sky a lot. And we can try shifting the horizon. Yeah, I'll just pull it in a little bit down like that. Fade edge. No, we don't need a shift edge. I don't know what shift edge is doing. Oh, okay. It's adjusting the blue. I'm going to keep that as it is. We can scale it larger. Keep the scale at 0. What's the level button do? Oh, okay. We'll return that to where it was. So I guess the level would be if your shot is a little bit crooked, you might want to level the sky to match. I'm going to add a little bit of warmth into the sky. I'm going to pull back on the haze just a titch. Yep. All right. So super, super easy. This looks really good like that. And boom. Yeah, amazing. Look at that. Okay. And we'll do the same one more time. We'll try it with this fisheye lens and see what happens. And let's choose. What are some other options here? Aurora. That looks so bad. Mostly because it doesn't match the site, the scene. Okay, let's try spring. What's in the spring clouds? I know it's autumn, but you know, it was a pretty blue sky. So we want something that's mostly blue with a little bit of clouds. Now, let's go back to Occudrone. Blustery blues. So one of the things I'm thinking that needs to be done when you're sky swapping is choosing a sky that really matches the lighting and the scene. So if you're replacing like a blown out sky because it was just like overcast, then you're going to want a lot of clouds in it, but you could use, you know, clouds that have a little bit more definition or some drama to them to add interest to the photo. So this shot, this clouds, I think these clouds work because it's mostly blue, which matches the original sky. And the only issue that I'm seeing is that they don't look warped like the fisheye. So I'm wondering if there's a way that I can, you know what? I really don't like what the foreground lighting is doing on all of these sky replacements. So I like the sky, but I'm not sure it works with this obvious fisheye lens since the sky isn't fisheyed. I wonder if there's a way to warp the sky, but I don't know that offhand. So we're going to skip over here and we're going to do this last one with a reflection. It's very plain sky. We'll really quickly go through this because I don't want this video to be too long. And let's go back into Occudrone and undeniably dramatic. Yeah, that looks nice. No, wait. Let's see this one here. All right, so Yeah, interestingly, I know the sun is in the totally wrong position. It should be behind me. Um, oh, no, Occudrone. Go back to Occudrone. Okay, I'm gonna check one more. Undeniably dramatic, and yeah, okay, let's just go with this guy. That's pretty good. We'll go with that. I'm not going to make any adjustments except we're going to turn on the reflection. And I'm not seeing any reflection here. Yeah, it's not doing it down here in this reflecting pool. I presume that's what it's called, is a reflecting pool. Let's try a different shot, a different cloud. Let's go with one that's like really white, lots of white, and screen. Yeah, I think that in this photo, On1 is not recognizing this as water because you can barely see changes along here, but I would actually want more sky changes here. So with this photo, the reflection is a fail. I'm gonna have to test this out like with a river or a lake or something like that the next time I'm out traveling. But for now, I'm really happy with how easy sky replacement is. Just that, this photo, I couldn't do it, or it doesn't work with this one, and I think, that's just the nature of computers. It's not going to do 100%, but you can see that the sky swap, each photo, if I wasn't talking, would have been maybe 30 seconds, 1 minute to do a really quick sky swap that looks great. All right, so if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on Instagram, Vero, and my website, seansmith.net. Links will be in the description below. I'm going to upload all of these photos to Instagram and Vero, both the before the sky swap and after the sky swap. So you can find them there. Let me know what you think.